JB, I guess, first off, talk about the resiliency of this team. I've got to think the performance, in the midweek was not something anybody was happy with, and the team really seemed to come out with a lot of pride.
Yeah, I mean, I said this on the radio as well, but Thursday was embarrassing for all of us in a lot of ways, and between Thursday and now, the one thing we talked about was holding each other accountable and being the hardest playing team on the court. And hopefully that's the last time we ever have to talk about being the hardest playing team and bringing energy and effort, because that's how we've always prided ourselves since I've been here. But I think that we handled the loss Thursday as well as we've handled a loss since I've been here, and everybody stepped up. I mean, there was obviously the adversity with Pete going out in 1 minute and 7 seconds with 2 fouls, and Landon and Ben and LT stepped up big time. And so I'm really proud of the guys that continue to be there in big moments for us.
JB, can you kind of elaborate on the energy level? Coach had talked about, he felt like, the last game was lost really in the first 5 minutes. Stetson really seemed to come out kind of on fire, both with their tenacity and their shooting, obviously. Mm-hmm. You guys really seemed to kind of flip the script. It seemed like you were kind of on point from the get-go tonight.
Yeah, and it starts with defense every single game. We gave up 15 points in the first 5 minutes last game, and you're not going to win many games when that's the case. And we talked a lot about making plays and putting them on their heels, because the way we play defense and the way we play offense, if we're ever the ones on our heels, then it's bad news. And we saw that Thursday night. And tonight, I think we made as many plays as we have on both sides of the ball. We didn't shoot it great, honestly. And to not shoot the ball as well as we have in some games and to still win by 20 points against a great team like Florida Gulf Coast is awesome. And it's their lowest point total of the season by, I think, 9 points. Tennessee held them to 50. Yeah. And it starts with defense. Like I said, we had a lot of kills, a lot of deflections, and it wasn't just one person. It was everybody active, and we had each other's backs.
JB, you guys literally could have been shut out for the second half, and you would have lost by a single point. Just what were some of the defensive keys? Was there anything in particular?
I'd say 2 biggest things are communicating, because especially with their actions off the ball, communication's as big as anything. And then, like I said earlier, just going to make plays, because they're going to hit tough shots and we'll live with those, but we can't live with the ones where we're the ones reacting to them and they spray it out like Stetson was and getting wide open step-in threes. I don't think they had many of those. I think we kept them off the glass pretty well, but making plays and just communicating were the 2 biggest things for us.
You guys, you had kind of touched on it offensively. Now, you shot nearly 50% in the first half and really got most of all the scoring that you needed. Was it just a matter of seeing some of those threes go down a little bit early, kind of maybe in the first 10 minutes? There seemed to be just a bigger confidence level too.
I think so. And we have to stay confident shooting the ball, because we have great shooters. And we work on it tirelessly throughout the week. We have individuals 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a week. Landon, Ben, and Alec, I know, hit some big shots, as well as some other people. Landon was amazing again, just like in North Alabama. And he hasn't played as many minutes since that game, but today he stepped up in such a big way. He rebounded the ball well. He boxed out well. He hit some big shots, and he's a warrior. And I love having Landon Hacker on the team, and Ben Johnson, who you'll hear from next.
So, JB, what was Friday like after that game?
It was terrible, like as it should be, honestly, because it was the worst game we've played this year. And we all came in and we talked about letting go of our egos and letting go of our pride and just holding each other accountable from the top to bottom. And the best teams are not the ones where the coaches have to hold players accountable over and over again, but it's the ones where players hold each other accountable. And that's from me to everybody. That's from Michael up to me, all the freshmen up to me as well, and to Garrett and Alec, our other captains. And I think if we can continue to hold each other accountable and to push each other every single day, then we're going to be in good shape.
Cool. JB, anything more you want to add?
No, I think it was a great turnout today, though. I don't know the enrollment numbers, but it was loud, and I think people were really engaged. And unlike Thursday, it was more of our brand of basketball, so it was fun to be a part of.
Thanks, Justin. Pete gets 2 fouls, I think, less than 2 minutes into the game, and boom, you're there. What was that kind of like for you? I mean, you're typically first off the bench, but that's a little quicker than normal.
Yeah, for sure. I think he got the 2 fouls like minute 10 into the end of the game. So, I came in earlier than expected. But, sometimes people get in foul trouble, and we have a short bench anyway, so you always got to be ready.
I asked Justin this. What was, you're still one of the younger guys on the team, obviously. What was Thursday like for you? The program's not really used to that kind of a loss. What was that experience like?
Like Justin said, it was awful. Film wasn't good. It wasn't. We didn't play well. We got what we deserved. Practice highly intense. But once again, what it should have been. And I think we really battled back from it. And it got us ready for tonight. And I think we came out and played with a lot of energy.
Speaking of energy, Stetson seemed to have a ton at the beginning of that game and really took control. Felt like you guys did that tonight. Was that just a real big point of emphasis, just to come out with energy and sort of hit him in the mouth if you could?
For sure. Going over scout, we were talking, everything's this, but all the scout is secondary. Our energy is first. We got to come out, play how we play, get back to our basics and stuff, and, come out and kind of hit him in the mouth and do what we do.
Yeah. Now, Ben, really offensively, you guys scored as many as you need to, honestly, in the first half. But the defense was there the whole night. Just talk about what it took to hold a very good team to 41 points.
Yeah, Florida Gulf Coast is really good, have some shooters. But, everybody's starting to talk more. I'm liable of it a lot, but we have a lot of young dudes playing a lot of minutes. Mm-hmm. So we all need to, communicate more, talk, switch. And, the captain's really helping us do that. But I think now we're kind of starting to find our gear.